Okay, as promised, this is Legionnaire 3755, and this is my Pre-Escharum campaign walkthrough commentary. It has been a long and arduous road of getting Halo Infinite to run stably. The sad thing is that this is on very, very current and extremely speedy new hardware. The problem is not the hardware. The problem is Halo Infinite. I love Halo Infinite, but this game's optimization is a joke. A very sad and shitty joke on the consumer. And AMD's GPUs, which I'm currently running, Radeon is so far off NVIDIA that NVIDIA could charge a solar system in the time it takes fucking Radeon just to fucking run a game fucking stable for more than 5 goddamn minutes. I'm sorry, I have the top of the line Radeon, the 7900 XTX, and Jesus Christ, nothing but problems. Nothing but stability, cracking screens, flashing, ghosting. AMD's instability is so remarkable that on my Intel build now, it's running 20 times more stable, which is not much considering it's AMD. You want my opinion on AMD? Buy AMD Epic. Buy AMD Threadripper any day. That is the best products from AMD, and frankly, competes insanely well against Intel's product. There is no Intel Xeon that matches Threadripper. That is a 11 out of 10 product. The rest of AMD's product lines are the most unstable, infuriating, mindfuck I have ever experienced, and content for this game because of my decision to go with AMD because of the, oh, it's a dead platform on 1700 socket, dead platform, slower nanometers. Well, on this inferior nanometer, I have not had a stability issue or one performance issue, not one. On Radeon GPU, you are paying to beta test garbage performance. You are paying for insufferably bad drivers. And Halo Infinite is the worst offender. And it doesn't matter if you're using NVIDIA for Halo Infinite. I mean, this game has some gorgeous moments and textures, man. But, man, it will run only when it feels like it. So, I'm camping with the Convergence. I got my Bandana Skull and the YEBD Rare Skull. Just poked my head out a bit too much there, and I got raped right there off spawn. Coming back with the Convergence. This is a beast shotgun. Definitely reminds me of the shotgun from Halo 1. And I'm just ripping them a new face. They are not escaping this. And I'm turning around the corner. And you definitely want to bait them out. And the BR Breacher, Rapid Fire, basically an Assault Rifle BR. This combo shreds any Forerunners to pieces. I didn't even bother switching weapons because with Bandana Skull on, this combo just shreds. And trust me, although Bandana Skull is lengthy to get, it is very worth getting for legendary playthroughs. It makes the game far more fair. I know it's not meant to be fair to have infinite ammunition, but goddamn, you know what's missing from most modern games? Modes with infinite ammunition. Fiesta is so much better in Halo with infinite ammunition. Any first-person shooter is automatically more fun with infinite ammunition. It just makes everything so much more fun. Because infinite ammunition, by default, makes your character overpowered. It gives you an overpowered sense of being like a total badass. We need more first-person shooter anything with infinite ammunition because it is just so much fun. Just pelleting these Forerunners to pieces with my shotgun and rapid fire BR. It just doesn't get old. Bam! He goes down. Reload that lovely pump. Very Halo 1 feeling to this Convergence Bulldog. It's an amazing weapon. Honestly, it's up there with the Striker Sidekick. It's probably the best weapon in the game besides the Arcane Sentinel Beam. Like, Convergence, Arcane, you're basically God mid to close range. You can't be touched. Like, Convergence and Sentinel, there is nothing that's going to touch you. Good God, man. I'm trying so hard not to talk about Radeon. Radeon upscaling is so ugly. I swear to God, the textures. This is meant to be a native 4K sample, but of course, I recorded it in upscaled from FSR, because I prefer DLSS FSR for gaming. 1440p is more popular than 4K for a very good reason. It looks almost exactly the same native as 4K, slightly less good, but your frame rate difference and gameplay responsiveness are triple. Now, FSR and DLSS is supposed to solve that problem by a native 4K upscale with the same needs as 1440p only. But when you try to record on Radeon, that goes out the window, and everything just bleaches to a halt. And I'm talking about on an amazing 7950X. 7950X Ryzen was a very underrated processor, in my opinion. The X3D chips are overhyped. Their non-3D have the same legs, but that never compared to what I'm running now. And even now, just the upscaling here is good for gameplay, but for content creation, NVIDIA's king. NVIDIA is the clear choice for creating content. And I'm going to be jumping on that bandwagon in this year. It's just unavoidable. You can't avoid it. With the AI rise, and this game should be looking a lot better than this record does, because the upscaling just doesn't match up. Radeon upscaling is glitchy as fuck. Radeon, default state, glitchy as fuck. NVIDIA default state, perfection. Absolutely. Even when I've used a terrible NVIDIA 4080 Super with a paltry 8 gigs of RAM, like garbage, absolutely garbage, and a terrible, useless Alienware. You know what never happened? Something not working. It always looked better, didn't run better than the current system, frame rate wise, but there was never any glitching, crashing, driver issues, not a single solitary one ever. Not ever. So, I'm not an anti-AMD person. I highly recommend buying their CPUs. They're legendary. But so are Intel CPUs. They are absolutely legendary. I think that the 14th gen Intel gets a bad rap for absolutely no reason. I'm running it, and it is butter smooth, absolutely incredible performance. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just incredible performance. And I had to downgrade my GPU briefly because I have to get my higher-end one Radeon card repaired. Nearly $1,000 for that card. I bet you if I get a 4080 Super, these issues will cease to exist. And that is a likely path. So, Radeon is not out of beta stage. It is very disappointing. Its price value is excellent. And it does gaming very well, enough that the consoles have favored it. Man, I like Weapon, but this is when she enters she's on her period phase. She gets all clingy and just emotional and difficult to deal with. I mean, she's still a better character than the new evil Cortana. I do like Weapon. I really do. And I love Aatrox and I love Escharum in this game. And look at the lighting. It is just amazing. Look at the detail. Like, they really did put effort into this campaign. Is this game on the level of OG Halo? No, but honestly, it's not as far off as the other two games. It's just in an unacceptable state, but the potential is in this game. No Halo game has the same potential as Infinite. Not even close. I love the colors, I love the villains. The Banish is such a great idea. They got to expand on this. There's just so much potential with Aatrox. And unfortunately, Aatrox not being a playable boss character was one of the worst decisions ever. They should have at least allowed you to fight him in that scene where he beats Master Chief. It should have been like in Paper Mario at the beginning where you fight Bowser and he's invincible and you literally have no choice but to lose. That would have been awesome. Like, you give everything you got and Aatrox just pummels you to death. Like, we need to face this character. Even if they want to end the Master Chief saga and make a Halo game based on a new character, like a Noble Six-like character, fine, but you have to finish what you started with Steve Downes' Master Chief character. You have to finish the fight against Aatrox. We need a conclusion where Chief gets his chance to defeat Aatrox in hand-to-hand combat. Not these other garbage brutes. Although I really like Escharum. Escharum was a great character in this. A lot of fun to fight and has a great personality. The other brutes in this game... Okay, Bassus is godly. I love me some Bassus. Yes, Bassus's boss fight is infuriating. It is hard. Basically, unless you exploit the glitch where if you stand under the wall and just pelt him with bullets, he is next to impossible to kill. Basically, if you don't play against Batsus with the legendary Bandana Skull, if you don't have a Bandana Skull for Batsus, it is almost impossible to beat him. He is like Jackal 2 Sniper hard. I'm not kidding. Like, there is no other boss in this game that feels almost as impossible as Batsus. Great honor for Batsus. And that's the video. Stay tuned. More is on the way.